you, like many others, own an older Dyson cordless like this DC34 Animal, which isn't in the best of shape, as I can tell by the face full of plaster dust that I have just got. What's wrong with it? Well, we're going to find out. We're also going to strip it down, and I'm going to show you how to get your older cordless that you might have been thinking about replacing back to working as good as new. Save yourself some money. So, let's get on with it. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? You join me on my project carpet. Oh, this has seen a lot of vacuums. With this, which came in the other day, with the owner complaining that it just wasn't working, and they're right, there is no suction at all. If we open this up, look, I think it's very easy to work out what is going on. This poor thing, has been used for plaster dust, which is a Dyson killer. In fact, it's any bagless machine killer, really, because as you can see, it goes right through the entire machine and clogs it solid. Suction's not too bad without it. What we're going to do, I have to get comfy and show you the legs, is take this all apart and give it a wash. Going to put this through the washing machine, which I should actually do in a minute. I'm going to cut now and put a wash on, because these go through the machine absolutely fine and they come out like new. So we shall do that. First though, we need to take the battery out, which on this older Dyson is just a simple case of pushing the button and out it comes. Little battery for the DC34. So we shall pop that out of the way. This is now dead, so bear with me whilst I go and do this, because it can be going whilst I'm filming this. It's a lovely sunny day, so it can go out to dry. Who knows, by the time we're still filming, the machine might be finished. So bear with me, and then we shall get on with taking this apart. So with all of that in the wash, spinning away nicely, it is time to have a look at the main machine. And I'm just going to quickly get the worst of the dust or hair off of there, because that is fine. And this is really the main thing that we need to look at. So we shall remove the bin from the cleaner. Gosh, that's dirty. Not a great deal we need to do here. We can wash it. I'm going to wash it. Yes, there are electrical connections running through it, but as long as everything is spotlessly clean and then spotlessly dry, it will be okay. We should remove these rubber seals, because they'll wash up more easily off of the cleaner. If I can pull this out, just sort of grab it and pull, and that's as far apart as that needs to go. Quite honestly, we don't need to really do anything more there at all. So the next main reason for this video is to take the cyclone apart, because it is full of dust, absolutely full. First thing to do is to pop out, oh wow, yeah, never do this with your bagless vacuum cleaner, Dyson or no Dyson. It is very much not recommended. What I'm doing here is picking out all of the fluff that has built up in there. Now the next thing to come off is going to be this rubber seal, which seals the bin to the thing. And then really it's the shroud next. Now if you look, see I am poking by one of the clips. The idea is to lift that clip, doing as little damage as possible, because this plastic is ever so thin, and then sort of try and hold it up while you do the next one, which is around here. And eventually you'll be able to lift it up fully and pull the thing off. Check there's no hidden screws. The other one's back here. It's a bit of a shame. The later ones, the V11, there we go, the V11 and the V10 and the V6 and the V8 and the V7 are easier. Right, with that off, we can see our very filthy shroud. Nothing mechanically wrong with that really, but that's just going to keep pulling through. However, this is the Cyclone assembly. Wow, it's raining out plaster dust. Now in here, I've got to switch back to the Torx driver that we will be using for this is a T9, but I need to put an extension piece on my, because you'll see all the little screws are in there, look. So I'll undo those. And once they are all undone, we can pull it out. Oh, there is one more on the back, which is probably not helping this to come out at all. That's probably going to be a different screw. Ah, there we are. So all the screws can come out. I'm going to give the heads just a little wipe down on my scrap carpet, just so that they go back in a bit better. And oh wow, there's all of the stuff that was clogging up the actual cones. And there we go. Then this white piece comes out with the cyclone gasket, which doesn't seem to be worn. Luckily, as you can see, it's breached everything. Nothing has escaped from the dust. It is truly awful stuff for bagless vacuum cleaners. That's probably okay to leave on there because that's going to be washed and it will come up fine. This, there's not a lot you can really do with it. If you had an airline, you could probably blow it out, but I think it's past all of its dirt out that it's going to. So I'm going to wash all this up, and then once it's dry, we'll come back and reassemble it, really. Crikey. Sometime later, we have something which looks remarkably like this. Everything is washed, dried, the seals are cleaned, and it's all rather ready to go back together. So let me reach up behind me and get all the screws. We need our teeny tiny little screwdriver set back, although I think the screw might actually, the bit might still be in the driver. Yes, it is. So What goes back first? Well, the cyclone gasket is the first to go back on. It just pushes on there like so, and then sits somewhere in there like that. Then the inner cones. Now that screw there, but actually before we do that part, oh yes we can. I'm going to put this seal on because it's going to be a lot easier to do this now than later on, if that makes sense. Well, we can get all the way around, otherwise I'll be pushing at it with screwdrivers and God knows what. Whereas if I do it now, look, it will be lovely, lovely, lovely. So that sits on there, making sure that it sits nicely all the way around and that our foam gasket is not caught anywhere. Oh, hang on. Oh, I need my long screwdriver. I've tied it up so it's still in the first bit. Here we go. So, where were we? We had this sat on here like so, and these long screws go all the way down the middle. Don't do them up mega tight straight away. Get all the screws in and done up nicely, shall we say. There we are. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And the last one for inside, number 6. Now these can all be done up. Just hand tight, don't force them through because you will just strip all of the thread out of each hole, and you don't want that now, do you? Marvellous. So we have a very different picture now from inside there, look. This is all very, very clean. Next, we want the shroud. That just pushes down very easily, like so. Just a sort of bit of bent plastic up. There we go. And then this pops into there very easily. Flip it over, we'll pop the back screw in. Not that I think it does a tremendous amount, if I'm honest with you, especially not with 6 other screws in. Where's my actual proper screwdriver just gone? What have I done with that? There it is. Beautiful, right. Onto lay flap. Come a bit closer. We need to push this middle seal in. Having it a bit damp works for this, it will soon dry. Simply push it in all the way around, like so. Then feed this outer seal around as well. Lovely. Might just need a little bit of a helping hand right at the end. That is good. That is very, very good. Now we can put the bin back on the cyclone, do it up, and doesn't that look better already? We shall pop our combination tool onto everything, and then we are missing a key vital component. The filter in all its washed and dried glory. This simply sits in there the same way that you take it out to wash it regularly normally, don't you? Then I need to find where I popped the battery. It's very difficult to try and gauge the suction on these things with them pulsing on and off all the time, but that is done. Marvellous. So, there we go, really. Nice little instructional video on how to strip the cyclone apart on a Dyson DC34. This is an animal, but this part is identical apart from the cover. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.